depth, is there are three roles of marketing. One, we get their attention. Number two, we filter. Number three, we lower the risk of them taking the first step. So again, number one, we have to get good at getting people's attention. Number two, we got to filter. We got to be really good at making sure that only the right people end up working with us. You know, don't get too many of the wrong people. And number three, we got to lower the risk of them actually doing anything. Let me just talk about that briefly. When I say get their attention, that could seem like, oh, we have to get good at, that's the standing in the spotlight and hey, look at me, and doing provocative things, dancing reels on TikTok, and nobody wants to do it, and nobody wants to see us do it. When I'm saying getting attention, the thing to ask ourselves is, what is it that already gets people's attention? Yeah, and what it is word of mouth. That's what gets people's attention. Statistically, I'm talking by the numbers. If I were to go around and say, how many of you heard about me from a friend, it would be almost everybody. Yeah, most people hear about things from people they trust. So that's how we get attention. Number two, the filtering. Boy, we could talk a lot. That's the niche conversation. It's the point of view conversation. But this is just, we're trying to make sure it's a good fit, because instead of the hidden agenda to get the sale, we could replace that with this overt agenda to just get to the truth of, is this a fit or not? And if that becomes the agenda that drives our marketing and all our conversations with people, suddenly marketing feels wonderful and honest and forthright. Yeah, authentic. All the words that we want it to feel come from that shift of us being committed to the truth. Is this a fit? Is this a good match? Is this good timing right now? And having that honest conversation. So that's the filtering thing. It's like a screen on a window. The fresh air comes in, but the bugs stay out. The good clients come in, the bad ones stay out. And because there's consequences of that. If you really filter well, what it means is everyone who's working with you is primo. They're exactly the kind of person you're best able to help. What does that mean? It means you get good results with them. And what does that mean? Good word of mouth, which goes back to the attention thing. But if you don't filter well and you get a bunch of clients who aren't really simpatico with you, what does that mean? It means you're not going to be able to help them very well. They're not going to get the results. And they're going to go out and say, meh, or it was bad. So that has real-time consequences on your income. And the third, lowering the risk. What's amazing to me is that you could get somebody's attention and filter, and they say, this is relevant for me. I trust you. This seems like an amazing bargain. And they still don't buy. Why? Who knows why? I mean, there's lots of reasons people get scared, skittish. So we try to lower the risk of them taking that first step or the next step. And that can make an enormous difference in the response to offers, is how good we are at that. And again, in my day-long workshop, the footage, there's more content on this. If you want more on the, if you go to marketingforhippies.com/steps, there's also a ton of free content there. And if you go to, for the getting their attention, go to step 5, hub marketing. There's a little yellow bar. It's word of mouth marketing. You can learn a lot there. And then for the lowering the risk, go to marketingforhippies.com/risk. And you'll see it could be an ebook, and I may actually turn it into an ebook someday, but for now it's free. But it's a fairly substantial post on the 3 ways to reduce risk, which we won't go into now.